Howdy folks, this is Meandering Mike in the Man Cave of Madness. We're doing an unboxing. This is an old game from 1990. It's not in the shrink, but it's new to me. This is Star Wars Escape from the Death Star from West End Games, 1990. It's a multiplayer cooperative game. Let's see if we'll lift up so you can read that there. Or solitaire. It's an adventure board game. All right, so let me go ahead and get this open. And we're now open. There's a rule book. Appears to be 16 pages long. Looking at the back of the difficult game. So obviously there's different levels of difficulty here. We have a classic black and white of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader here in their saber duel. But there's some color to the rule book, so I think it might be black and white and violet. So we say it's a light violet. All right. Rules of play, tables of contents. All right. So some introductory material, discussion of the parts. Okay, we're not going to go into detail looking at this right now. Let me set that aside and get to the map and other goodies in here. Then we can come back to that. So this is a thick cardstock map. It's kind of semi-gloss. It almost feels a little bit coated, but not necessarily. All right, here I'm gonna zoom out a bit here so we can try to see a little more of this at once. Okay, we have a spot for general sector decks, service sector, security sector. Wow, so there's a whole bunch. We're gonna just keep rotating around. Military sector, command sector. I'm gonna flip all the way around. The hangar sector, technical sector, and the service sector. So it appears that these spaces, these areas, rooms, are color-coded based on those decks. So looks like corridors, or maybe just connecting rooms with nothing special. And then we have, so the hangars are numbered, hangar 1 through 5, 6, 7, 7 of them. Here's the main forward base. So there would be 8 around in there, but here's where the Millennium Falcon is. I guess they were tractored in. Some terminal rooms. Looks to be 4 of those. Yeah, we got the cat meowing there in the background. Let me see what she wants. And the cat has been rescued from her hunger. So to speak, she wanted a snack. All right, so if we're going to tilt this way again. Detention block. I'm not sure if you can see. I'm going to zoom in all the way. Detention blocks. Now there looks to be spaces marked with Darth Vader. There's 4 of them around the map. 4 terminal areas, central security. All right, now I'm gonna fold this up. We can look at this part here. Escape chart. Character in the main forward bay must roll on the escape chart. Nothing stormtroopers to fight. Oh, it says in the difficult game we roll of 2 equals 3 stormtroopers instead of nothing. Okay, so yeah, here's the sector key saying which all those things are. So obviously you're drawing from a deck. If you're in the command sector, you'd draw a card just like see what you encounter. All right. So that is the map. Of the Death Star, of which you are trying to escape. All right, what do we have here? we have a track sheet. Darth Vader points. Okay, so looks like you track each force point use, shut down the tractor beam terminal, each use of Obi-Wan. All right, if you get to game over. If you get to here. So you can't overuse Obi-Wan. Darth Vader sector, you roll a die. This looks like on a 6, you face Darth Vader himself. Otherwise, you're adjusting Vader points up or down. So if you can go to those locations to, there's a 50% chance you'll reduce some points, no effect. You can add one, but you might have to face Vader himself. Droid status, tractor beam status. And the cat's meowing down there, not satisfied with their snack. Obi-Wan may be called at any time to do any of the following. Restore used force points, restore up to 3 stamina, remove all the stormtroopers. All right, turn tractor beam on or off from the locked to on, and duel Darth Vader. And remove any stormtroopers. All right, so that's one-sided. All right. Now, we've got cards that are not punched. Now, we'll look at a couple of them just to see the examples. Heavy laser turrets, officers' quarters, training and recreation areas, R&D centers. Let's see if we can find some other variety. They are color-coded on the back, as we see. Labor station, storage, recycling plants, etc. All right, so all sorts of various cards for each of those sectors. Now these are the pretty flimsy cardboard standees. We got here 4 bases. So of course we have Luke, Chewbacca, Han Solo, and Princess Leia there. So we don't get a miniature. We don't get any standee for Vader or Obi-Wan. Just the 4 characters. All right. And then look like to be 3 red tiddlywinks. Not sure what those are for. Now, come to the tray here. There's dice, 3 of them, and these look like character pads. So each character gets their own sheet with filled-in attributes already. Stamina, droid points, force points. Oh, Han, 1. Chewie has 3. Wow. 8 for Luke, 6 for Leia. Of course, Constitution Perception. Good old Han Solo's pretty high there. Good blaster skill. They're all 7. He has an asterisk. Can you read what that says? Rolling doubles on hit kills 2. So he can actually kill 2. So they all have the same blaster skill. Fire rate, 3, 3, 3, 3. Same fire rate. Agility. It's interesting. Han has the lowest agility according to them. Everyone else is a 6. All right. So, what is at the top there? Stormtroopers trapped at 14. Not sure what that means. All right. So, we can go and look back at that rulebook a little bit here. I'm going to move this out of the way. Let's zoom back some. All right, so there's a sheet in the middle. Okay, this is a hazard and help effect summary. Hazard effects, help effects, a list of those. So obviously helping in explaining the events and the cards and things like that. All right, so let's go back to towards the beginning of the rules. special sectors, any special rules there about the hangars, the terminals, the Darth Vader square, etc. Talking about the attributes on the character cards. Let's see here. Am I not? There we go. Pages were sticking. So quite a bit of description of all the components, explaining those. Fair bit of detail. When we're just here getting to setting up the game, we're on to page 6. Turn sequence. The Stormtrooper blaster phase. All right. So, it's a case rule system, but not a ton of sub cases. Yeah, I know. Okay, you want more snacks. You just have to wait. Okay. I'm filming. I'll be done in a bit. All right, action phase. Hazard cards, help cards, risk cards. Movement phase. Droid points. Droid points in action. All right. Use of, now they didn't have any counters for, or maybe, I don't know, maybe those red things represent, let me see what it says on the back of the box. Sometimes that's a quick way to find out components. 3 dice, rules manual, 4 player pads. No, it does not mention those here. If we go back to the parts, 3 plastic game markers. Those are probably for the here, and here. Okay. So the droid points, don't know how those are used. Don't know. They don't appear to be permanent positions of the droids. So what you do with the droid points in the movement phase. Droids found. So that's one thing I'm not sure. I'm not going to dig into that now, but that'd be interesting to see how those work. And given that they're not physically represented on the map. Terminal sectors, more in detail on that. Darth Vader, of course, needs a lot more detail. Obi-Wan, sector card decks. Winning the game, section 14. Fairly detailed. Last on the board, victory or defeat. Hints and notes, so this is good. Yak. Stay together. So, cooperative game, don't be fools. Move ahead, know the decks, watch the Vader track. All right, and the difficult game. So, basic game, standard game, or standard game, advanced game. They call it the difficult game. So there's the rules, and then there's the difficult game. All right, so two levels of difficulty. A cooperative game for up to 4 players. Don't know if you're playing with less people, do you still play all the characters, or do you actually just play with 2 or 3 characters or not? That I do not know, and at this point I'm not going to dig in that deeply to try to find that. But it can be played solitaire or cooperatively. So this has been a look at Star Wars: Escape from the Death Star, 1990. All right, from West End Games. They're the folks that did that first version of the Star Wars role-playing game that was quite popular. Now, if you go out looking for this game, it's out there. It's available like on Board Game Geek, on eBay. Just be careful you don't get the exactly same titled Star Wars Escape from the Death Star version from 1977. There's a game out there, same title, totally different game. It's not very highly rated. This is relatively highly rated on Board Game Geek. The other one is rated, like 4.7 out of 10 or something like that. So don't mistake those two. So this has been a Meandering Mike unboxing of Star Wars Escape from the Death Star, West End Games, 1990, a solitaire and or cooperative adventure board game. So, and remember, take care of your games, and they'll take care of you, and use the Force.